I got my cash management Robinhood card, and I want to show you what it looks like. It's pretty cool. It's February 12th. It is a Wednesday, excuse me. I know my days. And I had to make this video. I normally do them on Monday and Thursdays now, but I had to make this today for a couple of reasons. One, I'm on an all-time high, so I had to report that. It's a big round number, so I want to make sure I log that in. And two, I got my cash management Robinhood card, and I want to show you what it looks like. It's pretty cool, and maybe find out where it says all the interests is that is going to be being paid out by all the idle cash in the account, where I can find that on the website. So there's zero preparation for this video, of course, and then we'll be looking together, try to find where that number is. So here's the browser. I'm sitting at 80,478. It was actually even higher earlier today. I was all the way at 80,664. So that was super exciting. Mainly, the reason why it's so high is because Cameco, of course, has had a enormous bull run back to 950, all the way down from like $8. So that's a $1.50 per share. And when you have as many shares as these, it's a sizable amount. It makes a difference. Unfortunately, a lot of them are already pre-sold at $9 or $9.50 or something like that. So I have an $11 call here, two $10 calls. This one is a $9 call, so these shares are all gone. Another $9 call, so that's 200 shares gone. This is in three $9.5 calls. So like 500 of these shares are basically gone. 600. There's another 9.5. 600 of these shares are already basically pre-sold. So I bet 1,000, but still, if you move 1,000 shares and Cameco goes up $1, that's like $1,000, right? That's how it works. That's mathematics. I didn't just invent this, right? That's how math works, seriously. So, okay, so anyway, that's the account right here. I'm pretty psyched about it. All-time high, finally. Still losing to the market a little bit, unfortunately, in the last few months. I mean, on the week, I think I'm winning 1.22. Let me see. So I've had, I think, a better week than the market, but on the 1 and 3 months, I think I'm losing. So which is a little bit unfortunate. I like to beat that market, so I'm gonna have to try to make some moves here to make that happen. My 3 months is 7.51, and if I go down to the SPY, the 3 months is not 7.51, but is 9.06. See, I'm losing by 1.5%, which I'm pretty upset about. But I can't be too mad though, because all-time high. So that's that with the account. If you want to know the positions of the account here, you can see that these are all my option plays. It says here what it is. It's a $9.5 call, expires on 2/14, and it's one contract, right? So you can scroll through these. You can pause the video if you want and take a look at all of these positions. This is the day's change on the right here. So the big notable here is that I have purchased 6 calls, $15 SLV calls that expire on April 17th. That's the biggest position here for the options. And then I have some EXK, 1,000 shares, blah, blah, blah. So you can see all these 30 Apple shares. You can pause and take a look if you're interested. This is my uranium here, all these positions. But it's a bit deceiving though, because you have to make sure you calculate in the contracts to get an accurate picture of what I'm holding. So energy transfer is a very interesting position. Bought it at 13 through an options. I saw the put option, and so it forced me to buy a couple hundred shares at $13. This is my average cost right here, $13. So now I've sold a couple calls against it at 13.5. But in the meantime, I'm going to be collecting a dividend, which I'm very excited about. It's going to be a $61 dividend plus another 36 from the call option. So that's like almost $100. It's actually pretty much almost $100 from this play already, especially if energy transfer decides to go back up to 1350 and sell. That would be terrific. That would mean a $500 appreciation gain plus another 100 from the call options and from the dividend plus another like 30 something from selling the puts. So that's 130 plus 500. That would be $630 from that play for a couple months. Not bad. Not bad. And if it just keeps chilling, I'll just be collecting dividends and selling call options against this as long as it doesn't drop too low. So that's my all diversification there that I have on this account. So it looks like it has some upside potential, so that's great. I like it. It's very steady sideways company, kind of like Cameco, so I can make some profits selling options against this particular ticker. Okay, so that's about the account. That's exciting. So now the second exciting thing here that has to happen is the Robinhood account. The Robinhood cash management finally sent me the card and I arrived. And I want to show you what it looks like. I haven't actually taken it off from the box because I thought the box looked so cool and you deserve to see it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And then check this out. All right, I'll pull it back a little bit so you can see. Look at this. Oh, how cool is that, right? So you just basically pull on this thing, right, like this. I'm so easily amused. this is the greatest thing ever. I don't even want to take the card out because it looks so cool. You know what I mean? Look at this. Huh. Huh. Okay, that's enough. I was such a kid. Okay, so here we go. This is what it looks like. It's pretty cool. Half of it is transparent. Okay. Box. All right. Box is gone. So half of it is transparent, kind of mildly transparent. You can see through it a little bit. And the other half is white. I got the transparent and white. I think it looks pretty sick. The Robinhood leaf right here is really reflective. And I think it looks super cool. And I'm definitely gonna keep, and so is one of the circles for the MasterCard logo here. You can see how it's a little blingy, right? And it says debit. It's pretty sleek. And this is the first time I've actually taken it out of the box, so I'm just studying it just with you right now. So this is the chip over here, and then I have the information on the back. I gotta say the information on the back is printed a little sloppy, but kind of cool, I guess, because it's like someone typed it up. Okay, so this is my name here, and then, well, I guess I shouldn't give you the exact numbers and everything. Hopefully your pause game is not very good and you can't take a snapshot of my numbers, but maybe I'll show you the middle number so you can see what font it's used. I don't know if you can see the font, but it just looks a little like it's typed. Here, I'll show you my name. Okay. This camera's gonna have a hard time focusing, but yeah, it's just that kind of text, it's just kind of printed. But I'm pretty impressed. I'm definitely gonna keep this in my wallet and just gonna show people because it looks pretty sick. I like it. This is a plus. All right, and it feels good. You know what it feels like? It's like the back of an iPhone. You know how the back of the iPhone has a little bit of texture? This doesn't have, it feels smooth, but it doesn't have as much like texture, but it's kind of the same feel. It's like very high, like premium feel to it. I really like it. It's moderately thick. It's not very light, but it's not very heavy either. Here's what it sounds like. This is probably the best unboxing and preview that you've ever had, right? No one else does this. Super pro review. So this is what it sounds like. So you can imagine, that. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit carried away. So I'm just going to put it in the box because it looks so cool. Activate your card in the app, it says. So you can activate it in the app. There's even a question once you get accepted in the cash management. There's even a question, have you received your card yet? And you got to say, yes, I have. And so I haven't actually done that yet. Okay, so back to the site. What I'm going to look for is the cash. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Boom. So I have some cash sitting. This cash right here, the withdraw or spend is what's important. And so right now that number is sitting at $15,000. This is 16,000 because I have activated $1,000 that I can borrow. Obviously, my purchasing power is like 85,000 extra dollars that I can go in debt by. But right now, I've set it just to 1,000, just so I don't, I don't use it. I don't get confused. So, $15,000. That's what's being paid interest to. The annual percentage rate is variable, and it's currently sitting at 1.8%. And so far this month, it says right here, I've accrued almost $7 in interest, and the next payable date is going to be February 28th at the end of the month. I have had a transaction already from January, so it's too far behind. These are kind of future things that are going to happen. Let me see, show more history. All right, it's going to take a while to load. The website is a bit slow. It's not my connection, I promise. I have 1 gigabyte download and upload. So it's definitely the website. It's going to take forever. I don't know why it's so slow. Maybe their servers are bad or whatever, but that definitely needs to get looked into for sure. Okay, so where's the interest? You can see a little bit of my history here. I don't know why it's doing this. It keeps flickering forward and back. But I will figure it out. Oh, I see it. Right here. Interest January 31st. They already paid me $1.64. You can see right here. So that was cool. Oh great, it's slowing. Yeah, so you can see that amount 164. I'm gonna try to go back on the portfolio or home screen. So in the meantime, while it's loading, you get to look at my face. So basically, the Cameco is to blame here for my quick rise. Hopefully, I know a lot of you are probably holding some Cameco and some uranium stocks. Energy Fuels also had a little bit of a bump, and URG as well. I actually haven't had time to research what is causing these bumps. I'm guessing that it's just internal buying of some of these stocks based on the anticipation of new contracts, uranium contracts coming in, or some kind of supply or demand shortage or squeeze or whatever. So if you do know, let me know, because I don't got time to research right now at this point, but I do have time to make a video. So okay, maybe I do have time. I'm just too tired to look through all this stuff. But yeah, I don't actually know. I haven't looked into it. I will. I think uranium is a bit of a long-term play, and I think it's going to stay sideways for quite a while, especially companies like Energy Fuel and Cameco. Energy Fuels has the potential to pop up because of government regulation and stuff like that might go in favor of them. And Cameco is just going to go sideways because they're just going to, they're basically scraping the bottom of the uranium market for a very long time until until the supply issue turns around and there starts being shortages. So, and the price necessarily goes up and some new production comes online, etc. So that's going to be a slow rise later on, I'm guessing, or a potential quick spike in Energy Fuels, which I should be selling off. So that's why I'm holding these in URGs as well. URG basically is just a proxy of Energy Fuels in a way. So that's what's going on. I'm back on the home screen. So okay, so I gotta give it to them. That is a downside to the Robinhood website. It loads slowly, especially when you go into certain things. If I go to messages, quick. Go to account, it's quick. But then certain tabs like the history, etc. It loads very slowly. I don't know why. If you're interested in this page particularly, there's nothing really that gives you much information here because I do a lot of selling and buying. But you can see kind of in a graph what the current holdings are. You can see without the options, just the holdings. You can see that Cameco is actually the biggest holding right now, followed by Apple, 15,000, 10,000, and then a third one is the emerging market bonds. So it's pretty conservative. I'm holding some cash. I'm holding a lot of emerging market, Cameco and Apple, which are pretty safe, and I'm selling options and I'm playing the options thing with Cameco. So, and those are my biggest holding really. And then energy transfer is also dividend play, and all these little tiny stocks here and funds, etc. It's pretty conservative right now, honestly. So I am ready to capitalize on a big pullback if it happens. Obviously the account will go down as well, probably down to, maybe 20% or more. But I'm ready to go in. I have, 15,000, 16,000 ready to play some more options to play with in options or purchase assets. And then I have another, $85,000 in margin that I can utilize. So I'm really ready to like make a big purchase. The market just isn't giving me that opportunity, and we'll see if there's going to be some volatility around the elections that might give a window. But if it doesn't, I'm happy to just churn along and get appreciation from my assets, get some dividends, and sell some options along the way. Okay, looking at this video, I'm already 16 minutes in, so I think that's probably enough. I've given you the all-time high. Excellent. Hopefully you are making more money than me. Since I've done 80,000 now without putting money in for like this entire year, I think it's time for me to like put a little bit of more cash in and get ready for some big purchases if the market does drop. I'm planning on keeping a few more $1,000 here in the cash management, so it accumulates interest. Or if I decide there's a good option play that I can do, I'll do that. But this account is going to go a little bit higher than 80,000, unless of course there's a big market crash or my stock goes down. So it's a big milestone that I've hit, and I was kind of waiting for this moment to put some more money in. Actually, let's see. Right, so the last 3 months, basically, I haven't put any money in, and the account's appreciated over $5,000, 5,600. So that's great. Pretty happy about that. If you just wanted to look at the 1 year and the all time, this is what the 1 year looks like, 31%, and the all time is over 50%, which was also a milestone. And again, if you're new to the channel, I started taking this account seriously somewhere around here in August 28th. So there's been like over 45% appreciation since then. You can calculate how much time it's been. All right, maybe a year and a half. Okay, I think that's it for now. I've dragged this on long enough. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. You saw what the card looks like. It's legit. And you saw how the cash management, where you can access the tab and etc. and look at how much interest you've accrued thus far. And then they pay it off at the end of the month. All right, that's it. Hopefully I'll make another video tomorrow if I have the energy. Peace out.